Hey guys, this is a quick overview video of my fractal generator. This project took a month and a half to make, and I'm quite satisfied with the current state of the project. This didn't start off as a fractal generator, it was a texture generator, but once I tried fractals, I realized that's what I should focus on in this project, and it it had a number of improvements over the course of those months, but it showed promise early, and most of that time was just really refining and fine tweaking things more so than generating the core functionality. The fractals are defined generally as a black and white image, but with the fractal algorithm, there are many things you can do to add more detail beyond just the raw definition of the fractal. And a lot of those things you're seeing in these images, especially the lines that extrude from the fractal structure, those are pretty easy to do. This program uses blend modes. It uses usually 5 to 10 layers per image, those layers often containing 2 or 3 different fractals, and all those layers are merged on top of each other with different blend modes. The main blend mode being the absolute difference, where a color channel, let's just say the output red is the absolute value of red 1 minus red 2. And when you apply that blend mode between 2 layers and more, and you sort of have a recursive effect that adds a lot of the interesting contrast you see in these images. There are two important things learned artistically in doing this project. One is that colors are really what make or break an image. You can have some really cool structures, but if your colors are off, it's a wasted image. Uh, the other thing is if a structure, if an image, an abstract image can remind you of something that you'd see in real life, then that is usually an indicator that that's a good image and it has the right sort of structure. Uh, when an image just is chaotic and has no real focal point, or just seems like a mess, then that's really nothing of quality. Even though it might be interesting to look at, it's not really something you'll want to look at again after that. So, and this program, I'd say 10% or less of the output is actually output, 10% or less of the images made are actually good, are actually worth saving. And so I made a preview system where each image is defined by a seed. And I just output small previews of those seeds, and then I can re-render the ones I like, about 10 to 15% of those. And those larger renders will, for the most part, be pretty good. And using that, I saved a lot of time uh, from just rendering full resolution of fractals that end up, or images that end up not looking good. So that's pretty much all that needs to be said about this. It was a really interesting project, and there's a lot of cool ideas for expanding a project like this, and just procedural or random generation of media in general is very underutilized. There's a lot of things that could be done, I think should be done, with images, with 3D models, with sounds, and I think this really begins to show some of that potential of what's possible just by randomly combining certain things and finding the best output of those. So, all right, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.